management, but merely a gentle hint of evolution about Middlesbrough's first Steve McLaren selection. 4-3-3 and two new faces. Jonathan Greening, one of a pair to have followed the boss from Old Trafford, and Gareth Southgate from Villa, who led England for the second half in midweek. No revolution at Arsenal either, no Van Bronckhorst. Indeed, of 5 new arrivals, only Sol Campbell starts in the same club colours as Tony Adams, whose farewell campaign begins here, and still the rock in a fluid formation, Patrick Vieira, who despite the summer's headlines remains a steadfast gunner. It is the start of a new professional era for referees. Graham Barber amongst the first to earn his corn in an atmosphere which from both ends smacks of refreshed ambition. Arsenal simply sick of being second. And Middlesbrough promising themselves that this time round they won't sail quite so close to the North Sea breeze. Wiltord getting to the byline first. Arsene Wenger starting his 6th season in charge of Arsenal. 1 title, 1 FA Cup. Pires. Adams! And away from the goal line by Ugo Ehiogu. Tony Adams starting what is likely to be his swan-song season, with the first threat at goal repelled by his replacement as an England centre-half, amongst others, Ugo Ehiogu. Pires with the delivery, Adams as bullish as ever, and Ehiogu alert. Pires with the corner, Ince again dealing with the near post. Greening and then up in the air by Windbass, Vieira. Wiltord. Jobs the tackler. Wiltord's got beyond him. And again earns Arsenal a corner. He's the central attacking penetrator during the opening moments of the game. And Sol Campbell makes himself a target. Ashley Cole with a left-footed in whip. Deep towards Adams. Also shove in the back is penalised. Sir David is taking in the Premiership on the opening day. But here's whose house it is. Steve gives Sham. Vieira. Parra. Ljungberg. Onside Ljungberg! Finished last season on a special scoring streak. And Freddie Ljungberg crept into the inside right channel and got away a shot ahead of Ehiogu. Wiltord running into trouble. Greening, Boksic turning and getting away from Campbell. And threatening to penetrate the Arsenal penalty area until Campbell got a piece of him. First really uncomfortable moment in an Arsenal shirt after Lauren had been shrugged off by Alan Boksic. Campbell going back, couldn't take the ball, but took the ankle. Alan Boksic. Bit tame. A couple of goals on the opening day of last season for Alan Boksic at Coventry. But he threatened little there. Ljungberg. Ljungberg's cross. And behind by Ince. Reinforcing central defence, Paul Ince with a desire which has long been his trademark after Arsenal had worked space well down the right-hand side. Proud to hold on to the armband. Vieira at the back of a posse of 3 inside the penalty area. And now at the near post. Hard thrusting run forward by Patrick Vieira, and good vigorous downward header. Got in front of his marker. smashing long ball from Windass. And Cooper's got forward well to meet it. And Musto is there in support. And now Dean Windass, who started the move. Ince. Windass, lucky touch for Job. And Job in for Windass. And Windass with a shot. Best yet of Middlesbrough. It was inventive and penetrating, sharp and to the point. And after Windass had one lucky touch, Job had one very clever one, which freed Dean Windass for the shot, which wasn't so very far off target. Pires. Wiltor, neat turn. Pires has gone. Pires is in! And Schwarzer has thwarted him well. The most delightfully nifty 1-2 on the edge of the Middlesbrough penalty area, at the start and finish of which was Robert Pires, who just didn't have the room or leverage to lift it beyond Mark Schwarzer. Vieira initially at the hub, Wiltor at the axis, Pires at the end, and Schwarzer save. Put out by Musto. Taken up by Windass, who received a clattering challenge from behind from Ray Parlour. And Ray Parlour is going to be summoned by Graham Barber, who showed more cards per game than any other referee during the last Premiership season, and shows his first of the new campaign with justification to Ray Parlour. Ehiog long. Lauren out. Job's done terrifically well here. Windass. He is everywhere. You look at the big international stars all over the field in this game on both sides. And then you look at Dean Windass, and you're bound to say that at this stage he is not a long way short of being the game's outstanding player. Ince tackle by Wiltor, who's freed Henry, and Ljungberg is chugging up alongside him, and Henry's got away from Ehiog and then sliced it into the trees. 22 goals in the last campaign for Thierry Henry, 17 of those in the Premiership. Ball from Campbell. Wiltor, faced by Southgate, pulled back towards Parlour. Came to Henry! Off and running, instinct sharp. Thierry Henry has Arsenal ahead on day one. Campbell was at the start of the move. Splendid ball out of defence when Ehiog met it, a series of unfortunate bounces from Borough's point of view. One delightfully cushioned touch and one splendidly volleyed one. Henry's away, Arsenal lead. Parlour was swiftly onto it, and Wiltor has it now. Henry's in the middle, Ljungberg's arriving. Wiltor. And Southgate can tidy up. If nothing else, the first half has demonstrated that Thierry Henry is no less predatory than he has ever been. Accidental bounces, but a brilliantly instinctive finish after a move begun by debutant Sol Campbell for Arsenal, who lead by 1-0. Well, it was December before Middlesbrough won their first home league game of last season. They only won 4 in all. Their worst ever campaign at the Riverside. And they had it to do here in order to get off to something like a reasonable start, which they so missed last year and struggled thereafter. Vieira, dangerous pass, John got onto it, Boksic has some of it now. Let him try to play it in, he showed a bit too much of it to Vieira, whose original error it had been. Costa and Pires going in together, Adams away, Greening in. Held up for Ince, played towards Boksic. Ince has gone down inside the D on the edge of the penalty area. Parla is puzzled by the award of a free kick. But it is an award, and it certainly is a questionable award in a position of considerable consequence. And there won't be many Arsenal folk concurring with Graham Barber's smile if it comes to something. Boksic, Ince, Windass near the piece. And Colin Cooper. Cooper, good fire. John, that would have hurt someone in the wall. But it's bounced out nicely for Arsenal. Henry. Aimed at Jumbo. And Cooper had got back. Cole. Campbell. Lauren. Wiltor. Jumbo. Parla. Wiltor. Campbell hurried up by Boksic and caused therefore to give the ball away to Greening. Musto. Fleming. Job. They're just behind Greening, who has help from Southgate. Didn't work for Windass. So Colin Cooper, who scored a couple of vital goals in key games during the last Premiership season, thumped his free kick against the back of Ray Parlour, who was poleaxed for a little while. He's facing the wrong way. Ehiog out. Parlour was very late arriving. He has been booked. He's in trouble. Ray Parlour's second yellow, the Riverside's first red. Arsenal down to 10. And Arsene Wenger with a conundrum. Just as at the start of last season in the Northeast, Arsenal have a player sent off on the opening day. This time it's Ray Parlour for that late arrival on Ugo Ehiog. Late arrival, early shower. The 34th Arsenal player to be sent off during Arsene Wenger's reign. Musto swinging it for Fleming. And Fleming in towards Ricard, and Campbell away, and Musto following up, and Greening, and Ince, good shot, good save! Middlesbrough are riding a wave right now, and their skipper Paul Ince derived from England's David Seaman a really good low save. Henry. Cole, of all people, is furthest forward for Arsenal. Porter came to nick it away from him. Greening, Boksic. Challenged by Tony Adams, who's determined and emphatic that he took the ball. Boksic's reaction suggests he took plenty of ankle too. Graham Barber's reaction suggests that he saw it through Boksic's eyes, and hey, there was plenty of contact. Musto, Ince. Riding a couple of challenges, Paul Ince. And going down under another challenge from Tony Adams, who's skating on thin, thin ice here. A friendly nudge from Paul Ince. At least that's one interpretation. Not much friendly about Tony Adams' challenge. He's sailing close to the wind. Paul Ince. Just a mite too much elevation from the skipper. Awkward one for Ehiog, and he's struggling. And it is a penalty. Ashley Cole darting through the channel, and Ugo Ehiog taking away his feet and being dismissed. 2 points. Where was the contact? Was there any contact? Pires, 2-0 Arsenal, just about home and dry. It is the opening day that they travel to see, made so by a sure penalty kick from Robert Pires, albeit that the award of that penalty kick was not so definitely sure. Less than 4 minutes to play, and Robert Pires has 10-man Arsenal 2 up on 10-man Middlesbrough. And Arsene Wenger's opening day trip to the northeast is markedly superior through his eyes to that which he experienced last year at Sunderland. Greening. Fleming had to make it his, but has committed himself, and now Middlesbrough are very short at the back again. Van Bronckhorst. Bergkamp. Grimondi. Pires. Vieira. No hurry now from those who've travelled from North London. Cole. Through for Bergkamp, onside, game finished. He's taken them clear now, and Arsene Wenger's smile is at last perceptible. Long, long journey, well worthwhile. And Dennis Bergkamp, who scored only 3 times in the whole of last Premiership season, has broken his duck on day 1 this time. Ashley Cole has been key to each of the last 2 goals. Fine pass, fine finish, Middlesbrough 0, Arsenal 3, and Bergkamp's class from that range has never deserted it. Not the day he dreamed of. Fleming. Pires. Well, now it would verge on cruel and unreasonable if Arsenal were to go on and greedily snaffle more, but Bergkamp's been played in again, and Bergkamp has finished again, and Arsenal, unbelievably, are 4 goals clear. Too good to be true. It's all come right in the second half. Dennis Bergkamp to Steve McLaren's chagrin. It might not be a label he likes. Dennis Bergkamp, super sub. Pires played it in, and Bergkamp, from similar range to that from which he finished seconds before, finished. In recent seasons, Arsenal have scored 5 and 6 against Middlesbrough. All of a sudden, they find themselves with 4 on day 1. Cooper. Referee let it go. Boxic. Ince. Greening. Now Ince has had a little nibble at Van Bronckhorst after the ball had gone, and has been booked because of that. Dragged it away from Grimondi, and actually it was Grimondi whose ankle he had a tap at. Very, very frustrating day for a proud captain of Middlesbrough. And there are plenty who need to see no more. The seats are emptying, the exits are filled. And still Arsenal are greedy for more. A good game going forward for Ashley Cole. Funnily enough, since Parlour was sent off and his brief changed a little. And the ironic shout from the visitors' end, as ever, is boring, boring Arsenal. 4 goals away from home on the opening day. Job. Decent crack, but hardly of concern to David Seaman. Ince playing in Joseph Desiree Job, whose brightness on the ball really hasn't had a chance to shine today. Utopian opening day for Arsenal Football Club, and one which Steve McClaren in his debut performance at Middlesbrough won't want to remember for too long. His team were harshly treated by Dennis Bergkamp's 2 late goals, followed by a Robert Pires penalty, Henry having scored in the first half. Parlour sending off for Arsenal opened the game up in Middlesbrough's favour. Ehiog sending off for Middlesbrough was catastrophic through their eyes. Great debut for Campbell. Happy journey home for them. Middlesbrough 0, Arsenal 4.
Difficult anyway, but yeah, we had some space up front and had a few chances and managed to score the goals. That's always a good feeling coming off the bench, of course.
It was interesting that of your 5 new signings, you only fielded one, Sol Campbell. Can you A, explain that, and B, give us a view of Sol Campbell's debut performance?
He was outstanding today, and Giovanni van Bronckhorst played the whole game with Holland, and I didn't want to take a chance with him because he was injured a long time last year, and we have now 3 games. And for Jeffers, he's a little bit physically behind at the moment, and Richard Wright is now at the top, but at the moment, unfortunately for him, David Seaman is at the top as well, so that explains it.
Will consider themselves unlucky. 4-0 sounds a drubbing, but it wasn't really like that, was it?
No, as 4-0's go, that was never a 4-0, believe me. I felt watching the game. They got the break with the first goal, the deflection, and only took it well. Second goal, I didn't think it was a penalty at all, and that transformed the game. When Perez scored that goal, Borough and Ehiog got sent off. Borough to come out, had a real goal, and I mean, that's right up Arsenal Street. And Bergkamp, his 2 finishes, especially his first one, I thought it was different class.
And an easy enough start for Sol Campbell, I would have
Yeah, it was a big game for him today, and he slotted in beautifully. I don't think that he tore up too many trees, but he and Arsenal will be delighted the way he started.
Thank you.
Who'd have thought it, eh? Highbury on its feet for Sol Campbell. A warm welcome which converted into a hot home debut. Ian Hart cranked up the temperature when, with official permission, he circumnavigated Arsenal's incomplete wall, that a theme to which the week would return. At once the Gunners hit back, Ashley Cole's fierce crossfire instinctively directed goalward by Sylvain Wiltor. But in an uproarious second half, feeding off Harry Kewell's thrusting run, Mark Viduka shuffled and shot to win it. However, in keeping with the recent tradition of this fixture, goals were mightily outnumbered by cards. Jeff Winter showed 11 of them, 2 red, first to Lee Bowyer, the image of whose snarling reaction may land him in more trouble. And then to Danny Mills, his second offence, an ill-considered wall pass off the back of Ashley Cole. Still, leaves 1.
But the spirit was excellent, and to come to a place like Arsenal and get a tough fixture over with, and take 3 points from it. I'm delighted. Great start to the season.